Good morning. My name is Cheryl Woodard, and I'm one of the meditation teachers here at EBS. I'm coming to you today from our bookstore because there are people meditating together in our shrine room like they do every Saturday and Sunday at 9 o'clock for half an hour, and weekdays from 11:30 to 12. Recently, I was asked about working with chronic anxiety through meditation, about how meditation can help someone who has chronic anxiety. And this is a big topic, and I want to acknowledge right away that meditation is not the only answer for that kind of condition. Please seek professional help and support if you are struggling with serious anxiety. That said, we know that mindfulness meditation practice is helpful for anxiety. Why? Because it is designed to help us get familiar and even become comfortable with our own hearts and minds. It is a practice of being with yourself in a gentle and attentive way, giving time and attention to yourself quietly, privately, and with kindness, as if you were sitting with a friend who cares about you, deeply loves you, and is giving you their undivided attention. Getting started can be hard for people who feel that they just can't sit still, or that quiet and empty space is dangerous for them. They come into our meditation workshops declaring, "I can't meditate." And yet, here they are. Here you are this morning watching this video. So this tells us that there is some intelligent, gentle spark in everyone reaching for support. And we can honor that spark and at the same time acknowledge the difficult emotions that energize it and that inspire it. So if you feel resistance when you start to practice mindfulness meditation, I encourage you to consider 2 preliminary practices as a warm-up. First, engage heartfelt compassion. And it doesn't have to be compassion for yourself. In fact, it usually works better if you think about someone else's suffering, because we are by nature compassionate beings. And anxiety is a very center, self-focused emotion. So if you can break through that by considering someone else's needs, that can give you an opening for meditation practice. And so even think about someone who's feeling distressed like you are, or you can depersonalize it and think about a frightened child, or a dog, an abused dog or puppy, and consider how much you would work to help some other creature that was in distress, what you would do, and how much you would try to help them if you could. And let that warmth and compassion well up in you and strengthen you and give you courage to look at your own distress. And the second thing is to be curious. And I know it's hard to be curious when you're afraid. Or anxious, or in the throes of any strong emotion, it's hard to be curious. But here you are this morning, actually being curious enough anyway, to watch this Facebook posting or this video. So maybe dig a little bit deeper into that energy of curiosity. Let that determination to do something, to move, let curiosity move you, let it lead you. So basically what I'm saying is to start with, encourage and empower what you already have going for you, even though you forget about it. But you actually have some warmth for yourself, some kindness in you, and you have some curiosity and the interest in making things better. So go back, before you start meditating, go back and sort of revisit those two impulses. And when you're ready, with some warmth for yourself and some courageous curiosity, then you can try mindfulness practice. And let me say again that mindfulness meditation in its essence is a practice of just sitting with yourself, sitting attentively with your own self. The Tibetan word for meditation is Gom, G-O-M, and it literally translates as becoming familiar. So it's not a practice of pushing yourself in one direction or another, or improving yourself somehow, or rejecting or accepting. It's just a question, it's a practice of understanding, of appreciating, of being present, just in a kindly, non-judgmental presence, just a presence, just paying attention. And then you can let everything else take care of itself. Your only focus is paying attention. And we use our natural capacities and abilities to do this practice. For example, we use the body to settle. And first, this settling involves creating a space and an opportunity, a time and space that is conducive to successful meditation. And so the distractions are put out of the room. The warmth, the room is the right temperature and the right lighting, and the seat that you're sitting on is supportive and comfortable. And you could stay here as long as you need to. So that is settling. And then once you've created that space and that situation, you sit your body down and you ask your body to stay where it is, just to settle. And the thing is, our bodies are very good at this. You know, if you sat down to work or to do email or something like that for a solid hour, your body could easily sit still in front of your computer and do that. It's not hard. It knows how to do it. It's very good at sitting and being here right now. And even if in the course of your working, your mind wanders off somewhere else, your body never leaves, right? It's always here. So your body is your anchor to the present moment. And you can use it that way. You can sit your body in a comfortable position. And when you start a meditation, again with kindness, always with kindness, you can scan your body and see what it's telling you about your state of mind. Is there tension? Is your gut tight and twisted? Are your shoulders tense and raised up? Is your jaw clenched? Is there tension around your eyes? And you can just scan your body and feel this signals that it's giving you, and invite your body to relax. Invite it to rest. Stand down, okay? It doesn't have anything to do right now. You're not actually going anywhere or doing anything. So you can ask your body to just sit and rest in an upright but relaxed position. And then you can ask your body or ask yourself, what's going on with your breath. And you can pay gentle attention, again, curiosity towards your breathing. And you will notice, if you notice, that your breath, your body is constantly exchanging with the space around you through the medium of your breath. You're always drawing in nourishment from the outside world, and you're always exhaling into it whatever staleness you don't need, whatever is in you that you don't need. Some people think about this as opening a window in a stuffy room or smoky room and letting the smoke clear with the exchange of air through the window. And that's an ongoing process all the time that your body is doing. And you can just, for a moment, notice that and let your attention rest on that sort of opening of the window and be aware of your relationship to the world around you through this nourishing, wholesome exchange. Sometimes people draw in a few extra deep breaths. And then when your body is settled and your breath is settled, and they will both settle by themselves, by the way, then you can observe what your mind is doing while that settling is taking place. Just look at all the thoughts and emotions as they arise. One of my friends, who's also a meditation teacher, described this settling part and watching part, observing part, as sitting on your front porch in a rocking chair, sitting on your front porch and watching the traffic go by on the street. Your inner dog, your inner reactive dog, may want to jump up and react to the traffic going by, the thoughts and feelings flowing by, maybe to bark at them, or maybe to chase after them, or maybe to run with a tail wagging towards them. But whatever reaction you're having is just a reaction, and the thoughts are just flowing by, and you can sit back down in your rocking chair and ask the dog to sit at your feet, invite the dog to sit at your feet with you and rest with you and not be distracted by the traffic going by. And that's kind of a posture you can take to the activity of your mind. Your mind is always going to be active. It's not that we can stop it. We don't want to stop it. It's life. It's what we're doing in this world. But we don't need to be barking and wagging our tails at every little thing. We don't need to do that. We can just sit and observe. And so that is the posture of mindfulness meditation. It's, if your dog is chasing the cars on the street outside, just call it back. Quietly call her back and say, "Thank you, Lily. Please sit at my feet and let's rest here now." And she will come. Watch the movement of your mind, but don't get carried away by it. And if you lose track of what you're doing or where you are in this process, just go back to the body and your breath. These are your anchors in the present moment. And again, if you feel resistance or fear or any kind of pushback, you can just remember kindness. Remember, yeah, I am sore. I am hurting. I am afraid. And just feel warmth about that. Just, be kind about that. Acknowledge it. Embrace yourself. And determine that you can be kind to yourself. Let's start with that. Kind and curious. And finally, before you get up to end the meditation session, I always like to extend that kindness out towards everyone else, because I know that whatever I'm feeling, there are millions of people in the world feeling the same thing, dealing with the same problems, having the same reactions. And I can wish for them that whatever relief comes to me will also come to them. Like the warmth from a radiator. It reaches people. And that's my wish, that we could all be free of all these terrible emotions that punish us all the time, that drag us around like rag dolls and ruin everything. That we could be free of all of this suffering and be our full selves, free and comfortable and at ease with ourselves. And then that's it. You get up from the meditation session and you move on about your day, and whatever lingers from the meditation to the rest of your day, you can just notice the things sparking your reactivity when they do, or notice when you're wrapped up tight with tension, and invite yourself to relax. All of those, every step of the meditation process can also happen in your life as you go about your day. It's sort of inviting yourself, I often, when I'm about to go in a meeting that's going to be stressful, I feel my body. I remember to feel my seat and my breath, and I remember to ask my body, hey, help me out here. Help me stay settled and present for this meeting, no matter what happens. And that's a skill that you can learn if you practice meditation. So I will stop now. Except that I have one more tip about meditating, especially this mindfulness stuff, and try doing it. That is to try doing it with other people. It is so much easier to sit still when you are surrounded by stillness. So like the sessions that we have here, like is happening right now here, it lasts for 30 minutes, which may to you sound like a long time. But actually the people experience that if they come in the room, everybody takes their shoes off and they find a seat and they settle down and someone rings a gong and everyone sits there, that it's so much easier to sit still for 30 minutes than it would be at home by yourself. So if you've never done it, I encourage you to try. We have this every day at EBS. It's 11:30 to 12, and it's 9 to 9:30 on weekends, mornings. And the other thing we have at EBS is community. We have a lot of people. All of them are here doing the same thing as you are, trying to find peace and wholeness in their lives in one way or another, and they're exploring this Buddhist option, this meditation option. And so one of the things we do every month is we try to connect the community in a not separate from the meditating and the studying Buddhism and all of that. We just come together, and it turns out that this coming Saturday, June 20th, we're having one of those monthly gatherings. It's a community gathering, and it starts with barn dancing at 5 o'clock, and followed by a potluck supper. And everybody's welcome to, you don't have to have any dancing experience. They call out the steps and show everybody, and then no one knows what they're doing. Everyone is learning together, and it's just really fun. So I invite you to come and try that. And just check our website for anything else that's going on here, and feel free to join. It's all open to the public and free. So that's it for today. I hope this has been helpful, and I wish you all the best until the next time. Bye.